Scorpio 6, a gold rush. It's a form of madness, isn't it, a gold rush? People all setting out to a distant land, away from their home and the comforts and security of their loved ones, to go to a place which is really horrible to live, dangerous, violent, criminal. It's a horrible thing, a gold rush. And it's not as though everybody makes it. Quite a lot of people lose everything. And we're discussing here the quality within of ambition and what it is. What is ambition? And why is it so easily distorted into a gold rush and similar things? In today's world, it's moneyless, somebody who wants to make a fortune in business, wants to be a billionaire and so on, rise to the top of the skyscraper and be the man with any amount of money. That's the equivalent in today's world. And a lot of people are taken with the sickness of over-ambition. It's a very dangerous game, ambition. The body doesn't like it, the physical body. In fact, the mental body and the emotional body, they don't like it. If you distort your ambition so that it warps out of shape, you're going to pay a price on all those levels. You know, your emotional, mental and physical well-being will be injured if it goes too far. So on one level, this degree is a warning against the distortion of ambition. And yet it is also an acknowledgement of the value of moving our will towards self-improvement, which all of us have. In one way or another, we want to improve something or other. Usually it gets to be expressed in terms of our outer expression of self, usually money and houses and cars and clothes and those kind of things. But the urge to improve the self is the motivation for those behaviors. So that's what really we're discussing here, the urge to improve and the way in which that urge can overcome its inertia. It takes quite a lot to overcome the inertia of doing the same thing that we find comfortable all of the time. We'll do the same thing this year as we did last year, this week as we did last week, because it's easier and it's more comfortable. And if there are any pressures on us to change, then we will reluctantly change. That's typical. But it's not the only way to be. There is a small percentage of the world who strike out on their own initiative. People say it's approximately 5%. About 1 in 20 people have this power to initiate something new, and they strike out and they take risks and they move away from comforts in order to express their motivation for self-improvement. So that's the underlying wisdom here, is that we have that urge, all of us, and only some people act upon it in any demonstrative way. And those people are going for gold. That's what motivates them, is because they experience the sense of a vision of a great reward. Now, yeah, gold is a distortion of that, of course, but the idea of a great reward being, or the vision of a great reward being enough to motivate us to strike out, overcome obstacles, put up with hardship. That formula is what we're studying. So, taken to our own personal lives, what do we have as a vision which would be a great reward were we to realize that vision? What do we have? If we have not such a vision, then we're diminished. we have not the motivation to overcome challenges, to deal with life when it gets hard. It is the vision of a better future, whether measured in gold or recognition or self-expression or satisfaction or happiness or joy or whatever it is that you hold as a vision of a better life. This is a power. That vision has the power to motivate you to achieve that. So without the vision, the power is missing. And we tend to accept the status quo, whether we're happy with it or not. We accept it because we don't have the motivation to change. So the hint in this degree, I think, is that we want to find something to motivate us to get up off our chairs and get out there and do something, get involved. And remembering that it's a Scorpio mystery, so we're talking about passionate, emotional involvement. Scorpio would do anything to intensify its experience of life, and having the possibility of great reward at the risk of great penalty is exactly the kind of thing that Scorpio would love, because that's an intensification of emotionality. And we do need to acknowledge, I think, that our emotionality is what gives us the appetite to fulfill a vision. It's not a mind thing. It's not an idea. It's a feeling. If we don't have the feelings of passion to get passionately involved in something, the chances of success are really quite slim. Passionate people find the motivation to get on with it and do the necessary. And so, even though on the one hand, naked passion, uncontrolled passion is never going to make us happy, nevertheless, controlled, directed passion is going to move us forward and going to take us into the journey of self-development. By and large, the people that we'll meet are in some way pessimistic. This, unfortunately, is a widespread and a general condition. It's not universal. You will find people who are not pessimistic, but most people have something of that in their lives. And they might express it as being in a job they don't like, in a relationship they don't like, disappointed with the government or not getting enough money in their wage packet or something. There's always going to be something to complain about. Most people have got that going. And it's acceptable, I suppose, to some small extent to notice that in your own life. But if you were to take that too far and to be generally depressed, generally pessimistic, then you would create a mood around you and people around you that would be grey and lifeless. And this is the case in so many situations, that generally speaking, people are grey and lifeless until they have a drink. And then they get this false jolly and pretend that it's okay. But it's only okay because of the drink. The people that notice this and refuse it, they refute this grey death in life that pessimism creates, and they go for it. They have a go. They use their intelligence to create a vision. They find the vision motivating. They know that there will be challenges, and they deal with the challenges as they come up the best they can, and sometimes they fail. But better to try and fail than never to try, surely. And they'll try again. And the second time, they'll have learned something. They know more about how to do things right. And on the second or third attempt, success follows. Because if you keep at it, that's bound to happen. That's how it works in life. If you keep at something, got a clear vision and a determined, plodding attitude to success, then success eventually comes. And even if it's hard, a hard path is better than a boring one. And those people that just accept grey pessimism in their lives, well, no. Walk away from those. Certainly don't become part of their circle. Strike out for your gold rush. Do whatever you can to go for it.